Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And this is caught by Watkins.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Again, that's Watkins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cards are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. Finding space at the 40.
And out across midfield down to the 45. 36 yards on the play.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his to absolutely devastating effect.
Now Murray. Pass incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll make the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Now meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray.
They'll roll him out right. Going deep for Hopkins. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense, because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
Conner going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Murray now to throw. Caught on a slant. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz from 6 yards away.
And the Cardinals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
It's a second down run with Sanders, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep...
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Marco Wilson.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick 6. So dealing with his deficit here, we'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive. 1st and 10.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Moore on the return. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. First down, Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 81 21 yards.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Extra point good by Prater, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll go out of bounds, but not before reaching the opposite 35.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. That drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus.
Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam. Touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Hurts.
And one more time, that's Watkins.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go now.
But first down, Hurts.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Escaping the pressure, and that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Taken in at the 3. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
On first and 10, here's Murray.
He'll get this to Connor underneath.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Murray finding his target. It's Trey McBride.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Murray now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 47-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before they break. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards away. Prater's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football.
So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run forward with counter. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
To throw again on second down. Murray on the slant, complete to Hopkins. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10 is counter down inside the 40.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. From the 39, Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's complete to McBride. And I don't think he got there, no. Just short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Steps away. Ertz has it left side.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just a 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cards are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's got room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's caught by Sanders. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. He's got room at the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw again. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll look to throw again. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Hurts will throw. He's got it.
So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, it's Connor. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Back to throw it. Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First down, Murray on the move to his left.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. They'd have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Rondale Moore.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cardinals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get 1 more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.